whenever I fool around with the camper, and I think it's something you guys can learn from. Check it out. Maybe it's Sunday, you're going home, Sunday morning, shoot, my jack doesn't work. There you go, this or that little dude down there. I'm not an RV repair guy, but I really like to do it myself. I like to do the hands-on and see if I can figure it out. And if I can't figure it out, I'll send it to somebody. But this cost me $15. If I'd have taken it to an RV shop, it may have cost me $300, $400. A couple of times we had gone camping and the jack wasn't working. And I thought I had a problem with the jack at first, and I thought I had a problem with the wiring, maybe right here. But, you know, I could wiggle the wires and it would work, and I thought I'll just fix that up. But anyway, yeah, I had problems and I thought it was the jack when it was really this corroded terminal. Hey folks, it's Mike with Retro RV Recon. Today I'm going to do a little bit of maintenance work on this battery right here. But here's what the problem is. My battery hadn't been charging, hadn't been working. And, you know, you folks out there know that one of these cables is only about 20 bucks and that battery is about $200. So anyway, that's what I found. While I'm at it, I'm going to just go ahead and clean up everything here. I'm going to show you what it looks like up close. All right, so there's the battery. And I just came here and it was just off there like that, just like that. I thought, I'll be doggone, look at that. Now I know what the problem is. I'm gonna take this battery out and I'm gonna clean the post up. I'm gonna replace this cable. I could probably go buy just the ringlet, but I'm not gonna do that. It just connects right down there. And since I was having problems with my jack, I'll go ahead and make sure all of these little doodads right here are pretty good. We'll bust that out. And that's it. So hang on and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, folks, we're back. As you can see, it rained, but not a big deal. I ran over to the hardware store and I just got a ring terminal for a number 6. That's a number 6 wire. Went ahead and just cleaned it up and put it back together. You can see I cleaned up the battery a little bit. I cleaned all the terminals on both sides. I went ahead and repositioned the wires and used tie wrap to get it all nice and secure. I cleaned up all of the terminals over here. I took it off and I made sure, and I took a little bit of Scotch-Brite and just cleaned the section up and get any of that corrosion build up and gone. So I went ahead, hooked it all up, and sure enough, my jack works fine. While I was going to check all this out, I went ahead and took all the propane stuff off, and I went ahead and cleaned it up as well. I had it down, I just soon do it. It only took me another 30 minutes more than what I needed to do. So, you know, make sure all these bolts are good and it's not too rusted through. And you know, I'm pretty pleased with this. I really like I really like how easy it was to fix with just a little bit of time and effort. Check your battery, and sometimes it's just an easy fix. I'll go ahead and put all this back together. Looks new, don't it? Hey folks, I'm back out here again. Angel and I have a long trip coming up and I want to inspect a couple of things on this camper. One of the things I want to inspect is this battery. As you saw a little while ago, I had a problem with this battery some time back, and before we make this trip, I want to check it again. I want to make sure everything looks good to go. So hang on, let me take all this apart. All right, so here it is. I'm going to take this cover off and we're going to check it out and see how it looks. Man, look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Let me show you guys. Let me give you a close-up. Man, it's been a while since I fixed it. And look at that. This ringlet right here looks real good. Of course, I put some grease around it so that to prevent it from corroding. But living in South Louisiana, it's going to be hard to keep it from corroding totally anyway. The humidity is really bad. Right now the humidity is pretty high, and corrosion builds up on this stuff. It's just normal for it to, the way the battery works, the way the chemical reaction inside there. But anyway, that's how it looks now, and this it's been quite some time since I fixed it up. Hold on, let me see before I say that. Yep, that looks good. That looks good too. Everything seems to be nice and solid. All right. All of that looks good. You see over here where I did the tie wraps? Cinched it all up so it doesn't flop around in the wind. Oops, sorry. So it doesn't flop around in the wind. And this little dude right here, I cleaned all that off, put Scotch-Brite on that, put it all back together, put the boot back on. It looks real good. And I did all of this because of that jack. Check it out. Look at that. Something that maybe you might want to know is these jacks here come with a manual override. If you don't have any power going to the jack, I've got this tape on here because somewhere along the line, somewhere on the highway, my real plug is here, but I used Gorilla tape. So I'm going to take this tape off. I'm going to show you how it works. Now, whatever jack you have, keep in mind that the size socket may be different than what I'm about to tell you. And most of your campers come with this kind of a tool right here. It goes inside and you crank it like that. This is not for this camper, but I just wanted to show you most campers come with this kind of a tool. What I use is a 10mm socket. I keep this under lock and key so my 10mm doesn't run off. And I've been holding on to this one for quite some time. But anyway, you put it in there like that. And you don't want to go fast with it. But when you're in a pickle, there's no electricity, and you need to get the jack up, you can just turn this. And what I like about using this brake bar is it's got a lot of torque on it. If you use that little thing right there, you're going to be wore out. So anyway, you could use it to lift it up off the ground or to set it back down, whatever kind of an emergency. Maybe it's Sunday, you're going home, Sunday morning, shoot, my jack doesn't work. There you go, this or that little dude down there. But anyway, until I get another cover, I'm going to put this right back where it is. Gorilla tape lasts a long time. So remember, if you're having an issue with your jack, it might not be jacked up. Maybe it's just a battery connection. This cost me $15. If I'd have taken it to an RV shop, it may have cost me $300, $400. But anyway, it'll save you a lot of time. It'll save you a lot of money, a lot of headache, and it's really not that difficult to do. It's just a battery. So for you guys that have the one battery system layout like this, that it'll be a pretty easy fix. Now, if you have any doubt though, talk to a professional because I'm not a professional. I only play one on YouTube. So I'm going to close all this up and consider this part here good for the go, good for the road. So I'll put it all back together, and there's a few other things I need to inspect, and I guess after that I need to give it a good washing because you can see these black streaks, and I'm going to pull some totally awesome out on that. I have a video you could check out, and it shows pretty good way to take all this stuff off, and it's just real easy. Anyway, so watch some of our other videos on RV maintenance, and if you think they're helpful, share them with other folks because I really enjoy helping other people. And if you think these videos are helpful, share them with people so that maybe some folks don't know exactly what's going on. Maybe they just need an idea of what to do. Stuff like this would be really helpful because I use YouTube all the time for this kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be an engineer telling me what's going on. Just Joe talking about his camper and this is what he did to fix it. That's me, except I'm Mike, I'm not Joe. Until next time, happy trails and happy camping.